Hi Libra, welcome back. This is your spiritual tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and get started. So Libra, when I was meditating on the overall collective Libran energy, I got a few images. The first image that they gave me was broccoli, was clearly broccoli. So I don't know if you need to add more broccoli into your diet, or some of you are thinking about maybe growing your own broccoli or gardening. If not, that might be really therapeutic for you to eat more raw foods and vegetables. And because after they showed me the broccoli, I heard it's a gentle reminder. So just a gentle reminder from Spirit to eat foods that feel good to you, that make your body feel good. And the closer it is to the earth and the less processing it's been through, the easier it is on your body. Okay, so maybe incorporating more broccoli or leafy vegetables, or maybe that's something you're already doing and this is just validation for you. I don't know, take it or leave it. But the other image I got was, interestingly enough, a bell. You know, like a bell that you pick up and ring. I don't know if anybody still owns those or has those. I don't really know what that means. Some of you might have a bell that you use, or you collect bells, or you have bell jewelry. It could also be symbolism for like watching for a sign, right? Because when you think of a bell going off, it's like an alert to you to pay attention, all right? So be looking out for things that are trying to grab your attention from the universe, whether it be just numbers or music or symbols. It would be something that maybe would even create deja vu within you, is what I'm getting. You know, some of you, this is paying attention to the red flags, but I think this is more of like an alert. Like, be on alert. Look for, you know, for things that you've asked for to show up in your environment. Things like that, okay? And I've been getting a lot of manifestation messages in the zodiac sign readings, particularly the Sagittarius reading, but I also got it in Gemini's reading. So you could have either of those in your birth chart or be dealing with either of those signs as well. The last part of the meditation, I had a song come through. It's one of my favorite artists, so no surprise, right? And Spirit does try to pick songs that I am familiar with, which is why I get LP all the time, because I listen to her all the time. But in the song, she says, someday, someday, when I'm over you is the lyric that's coming to me, and the song that's coming to me. Check out that artist, check out that song. You may resonate with that song or that lyric. Having a difficult time getting over something or someone, Libra, or they, you. But since this reading is mostly geared towards you, I'm going to say this is probably your energy. Still kind of holding on to some old issues. It doesn't have to be letting go or getting over someone, but something someone has done, something someone has said, and just waiting for that one day, someday, when you're over it. When I feel like that someday cannot come soon enough for my Libras, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into the cards and see what else we have going on for you. I did get 2 cards out while I was talking there. I have a Law of Attraction card to kick the reading off, and a Numinous card. I'm also going to get a guidance card out, which I'm going to pull now, but I'll read it at the end. But first, let's start with your Law of Attraction guidance message. All right, Libra? I don't know if you can see that there. It says, everything is always working out for me. Nothing ever goes wrong, because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always helping you to clarify what it is that you do want. And that is the thing that we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how it looks in any moment, is contributing mightily to your expansion. The thing that you call as going wrong in your life experience are actually only the distance between the things that are so right and your current perspective about them. Wow, so I feel like that's, you know, it's easy to say, but hard to grasp that concept that everything is always working out for you, because sometimes it feels like, well, no, it's not. It didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. But in the grand scheme of things, even the things you perceive, Libra, as not going in your direction are helping you grow and evolve. And in Spirit's eyes, everything is working out for you. You know, sometimes we want things that our soul knows is not good for us, or is not on our path, or is not a match to us. And even though our ego thinks we know what's best for us, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it wants things that we know better than. And so your soul just won't match you up with those things. It's not because you're being punished or you're missing out, but it's because there's something better, you know. But take the contrast, take the downfalls as growth, opportunity, as a blessing in disguise. That's really what you're being guided towards right now. You have the card of Pluto here. This is about transformations, okay? So that kind of makes sense given the card that we just had from Law of Attraction, right? This card is about renewal, your inner resources, your basic instinct. This is claiming your personal power and going through a cycle of rebirth, which I believe I did get for you in the last You versus Them reading that I did, okay? So I feel like it's an intense energy, and it can feel a little bit erratic, especially as we go into this next full moon with the eclipse, all right? So it might feel erratic. You might feel erratic in the energy, you know, just feeling a little bit out of sorts. Your dream state might be very activated. You might be having deja vu. Again, look for the signs, that type of energy. The guidance card you got is Dream Talk, which is kind of in alignment with the Pluto energy, but I'm going to wait to the end of the reading, and then I'm going to read that one to you, Libra. So let's get into it and see what we have going on and go a little bit deeper. So I'm going to look at your perspective, you know, what's in your head space, what are you thinking about, and then we're going to look in your heart space, what's going on with you emotionally, what are you needing the most right now. Then we're going to look at the guidance here and what's coming next. So, all right, here we go, Libra. Right out the gate, you got Ace of Cups, the Devil, the Chariot, and one flew out over here. The Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, I feel, are getting into the space of like getting obsessed with bettering yourself. You didn't think I was going to go there, right? Getting obsessed with bettering yourselves. Now, some of you might have had a toxic attraction, a toxic addiction, a toxic thinking, stinking thinking, something like that going on in the environment. But I feel like you're gearing towards creating, I guess, a healthy pattern out of that obsessiveness, whatever this was, by redirecting your focus to being more obsessive over bettering yourself, feeling better about yourself, building up yourself, and moving forward out of that energy, all right? Okay, I have a song in my head, and I've gotten a song before in readings. It's You Are Always on My Mind. Libra, you might always have something weighing on your mind or someone weighing on your mind, and that really had a hold of you for a while, whatever this was. It almost feels like entrapment or, you know, and I don't feel like Libras are a sign that tend to get very obsessive the way, say, like a fixed sign would. But some of you might have fixed placements in your chart, or you were dealing with someone who just had that effect on you. Maybe they were kind of an addictive personality, or they just had traits that really had you thinking, you know, perspective-wise about this person. And I do find, Libra, that when you get your curiosity piqued, it does tend to make you want to see all sides of a person, all sides of a situation, and that's maybe what you were doing there. But there's a sense here, whether it's about a person or not, of over-contemplating, overthinking things, and letting it keep you stuck. That song in my head. Don't bring me down, Bruce. Is it Bruce or Goose? I'm not really sure. That's the old song. Don't bring me down. I feel like that's your soul speaking to you. Like, don't bring us down in the ditch, Libra. Let's not go there, okay? For the most part, though, I see you moving away from that stinking thinking and really focusing more of your attention on your surroundings and things that are growing you spiritually. I heard financially for others of you. It's like finding this sense of just love in your environment and finding love in the things that you're doing, and appreciating your surroundings, appreciating, you know, how far you've come or where you're at in this moment. So I do feel you breaking loose of this devil energy that's showing up and moving definitely in the right direction here, Libra. Oh, okay. So I heard, I put a spell on you and now you're mine. Now, I don't mean that literally. Okay. And I don't believe in spells. I believe in a manifestation and energy and soul growth. But some people do. That's fine. But I don't mean it literally, whether you believe in that or not. I mean, that song is coming through. I put a spell on you and now you're mine. Some of you may feel like someone put a spell on you, or that they put a spell on someone else, and it's, or maybe, Libra, you have that aura where you just kind of put a spell on people. Some of you, you know, intentionally through the words that you use or the mannerisms that you have, just might be very enticing on purpose. Or you could be dealing with energies during this time frame, people during this time frame, that they just, there's something about them that just creates such a mystery that it's almost like having a spell placed on you. And it's like having to shake yourself out of that, okay? Some of you, it's not in a good way. Some of you, it's like this person evokes a very negative reaction that's not you, not your higher self, and you know it and you hate it, but it always happens when you're thinking of or around this person. For others of you, it's in a more positive light where it's just like really, you know, interested, intrigued by this energy, okay? And like I said, if this is not about a person, then this is your energy, you know? You might be giving off a very intriguing energy, but at the same time, almost a very confusing energy, okay? Might be a little bit of your shadow coming out here, Libra, especially around the full moon. So let's see what's going on in the heart space then. I'm getting so many songs, I'm sorry. Now I have Thinking About Love from Wild Rivers. Some of you definitely have love on the brain, or someone you love on your brain. But as much as you love this person, Libra, whether it's a family member, a friend, or an intimate partner, there's something about them that you just feel is so toxic, you know? And I feel like this is the same person I was just referencing. But for those of you who don't have anyone, this is, like I said, it's like loving yourself, but at the same time, like being aware of how toxic you can be, you know? And I'm not saying to be ashamed of that, because we can all be toxic, right? All of us. But it's time to shift into high gear and get out of that thinking, all right? All right, so okay, let's go into the heart space. Heart space for my Libras. You have the moon here. The Hermit, the Six of Swords. And the Four of Wands. So, in the heart space, Libra, I feel like there's some overwhelming emotions here that you're still doing some soul searching around, okay? At times I just feel like you're like pulled in two different directions here. When it comes to how you're feeling about life or just in general. It's really interesting because I can see you're trying to keep a good spirit about things, you know what I'm saying? Like try to make the best of whatever your situation is, or trying to see the brighter side, but then I feel like there's this tug or there's this pull going on, maybe particularly at night since I have the dream talk coming in, that gets you a bit overwhelmed emotionally, or you really are sitting and contemplating maybe about how you're feeling, and I'm feeling emotional right now, and where things are headed for you. And it's like in your mind, you know where your heart is and where you want to go, but in your heart, you feel maybe led astray a little bit, or that some of you are out of alignment with your head and your heart, meaning like your head is telling you one thing and your heart is pulling you in another direction. I'm like literally tearing up right now. Wow, Libra. So this could be really difficult for you. This could be something you've really suppressed. And when I did the weekly Sunday reading, I felt an immense relief of pressure come off of my chest. Now, some of you are getting ready to head into that energy. And this might be what you had been feeling before the relief. So you're all on different timelines. Some of you are still in this dark emotion and you haven't really released it yet or felt that relief come in. But I just feel like you really want relief. Like you just want to know that things are going to be okay. And even though you are, I think, trying to keep your head on straight. I'm sorry, I'm getting so emotional. I think deep down inside you question a lot. You question a lot about how you feel and if you're doing the right thing and if you've done the right thing. And this is the toxic thinking, by the way, Libra, that you're being guided away from. All right. The overthinking, the overanalyzing, is really dragging you down emotionally. Okay. So even though during the daytime or when you're busy during the day, you're staying pretty positive, you're staying pretty light, they're giving me the song, "You got that good vibration, just a sweet sensation." Don't mind my singing. Like you have a good vibration overall, okay, or a good vibration during the day, but there's this one area of your life or this one thought or this one situation that just... They're giving me all kinds of songs, tearing up my heart, that kind of tears at your heart. And the reason why this is still showing up in your readings is because, one, with the astrological alignments, it's definitely coming back around for all of us to look at things like this. Full moons always pull out that deep emotion, things that we've hidden from ourselves or others. But also because there's still something to be learned around this. Like there's still something to be soothed in your energy when it comes to this situation. And I think the Law of Attraction card probably said it the best, right? That everything is always working out for you. This could be the one thing that you feel you missed out on or didn't work out for you, and it perplexes you. But the reminder from Source, the reminder from Spirit is that, no, everything is working out for you. You just need to get on board with that, Libra. Because there are changes coming in here. Okay? So let's see where this is headed for a second. For you, Libra. Four of Cups. King of Pentacles, Judgment. You are trying like hell to detach from those emotions. I can see that, okay? I just feel like, and I think you're doing a better job. So here's what I think is occurring here, energetically speaking. I think you're able to kind of push some distance here in the energy, which allows you a little bit of buffer of time or space that where you're not focused or dwelling on this anymore. I think there was probably one point in time, Libra, that you would obsess constantly, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, thinking about whatever this problem is or whatever this toxic area is. But I feel like now, where you're at now, so you've done a lot of energetic and spiritual growth, okay? It's more so, it still weighs on you, but it does not have your complete focus and attention anymore. It is no longer consuming every thought. So Spirit is really wanting you to understand that you've made a lot of progress here as far as like widening the gap here, or creating a large enough buffer to where you can still, you know, get along fine in your daytime for the most part. You're remembering to take care of yourself and love yourself. But there's still these blips of time, or maybe just during this time period around the full moon eclipse time, where this comes back up, you know, and it's coming back up because there is something more to soothe about that within you, something more to understand about that situation, right? But the great news is, where I see this headed is you getting really okay with how things are, and releasing this. I have a song in my head. Release me, release me. Release Me by Wilson Phillips. So one thing I did want to tell you, I was reading a really great book. It's called The Power of Now. Eckhart Tolle is the author. I finished it last night, actually. I went live and talked about it on Facebook last night, but Facebook took it down because I had music playing. Anyways, what I was saying in that book that I think pertains to your reading is, Eckhart Tolle says, well, we manifest through emotion. And really there's 3 key emotions that will help you to get on the path of what it is that you want in life. And these are the emotions you should focus most of your thoughts around. And the 3 emotions were acceptance, enjoyment, and enthusiasm. If you can't be enthusiastic about this and you're not really enjoying it, then you can start with acceptance. Acceptance of what is. Once you get to acceptance, then you'll find something in your life to enjoy. And that joy will create enthusiasm. Those are the 3 key emotions to vibrate at to get where you want to go. So, best you can, Libra, try and focus your thoughts on one of those 3 aspects, okay? Especially on the days or the nights that are to come where you may feel that you're being pulled in a different direction, all right? Because I think that'll be really helpful and really key for you. So let's look at the guidance, or let's get some Osho Zen cards, and I'm going to read to you the guidance card that I got out earlier. I love this guidance. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that many. All right. This card says laziness, but it's actually encouraging it. This is like, you know, just kind of relax a little bit. Chill out. Take a vacation if you can. PTO. A day off. But it's like sit and imagine all of the possibilities. Once you can get into those 3 moods, appreciation, enjoyment, enthusiasm, then start thinking about, well, all right, so if there's infinite possibilities for me and I can go any direction with this, what would I like to imagine is next for me? What does that look like to you? Let me grab this card off the floor if I can. This says, oh, okay. So, and also needing to let go of the past. Your past life karma, okay, is no longer at play here. Some of you have wrapped up a karmic cycle, and it's time to get to the source of creation, your life, which is you, and imagine some more possibilities coming in for you, okay? So let's look at the Dream Talk card and see what this says. This is the card I pulled at the beginning of the reading. This says, your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. Isn't that what I said at the beginning when I did the guided message? Look out. Be on alert. Because some of the things that you asked about are showing up in your surroundings. And for some of you, it's showing up in your dream state. So pay attention to that, Libra. Beautiful reading, Libra. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with or might be placements in your chart is Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Libra. All right. But it's a general reading, so don't worry so much about that. If it resonated, great. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live there quite often. Tarot Time with Dana, linked in the description box, as well as in the About section of my YouTube. If you like my style, especially this shirt, you can get it for yourself on my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. She's got a lot of new inventory in. Check her out. And yeah, for those of you who'd like to donate to the channel, you could do so in the About section as well. Either way, wishing you the very best, Libra. And until next time, my friends, namaste.